Good morning, everyone. Yeah, still morning, just after 11 o'clock in Australia here. Thought I'd do a quick update on what's going on in Arc Raiders at the moment. Um, yeah, had a decent update on the Tuesday. The headwinds update, I've been playing a bit of it, but yeah, wanted to just keep weekly updates for anyone that wants to follow along, catch up on a bit of news, those kind of things. Sure, most people are right across what's been happening. As yeah, it did drop on Tuesday, and they've had a bit of news coming out about it all. So yeah, I'll dive into that kind of stuff. I'll leave my thoughts and opinions on some stuff, and yeah, I'll keep it pretty short. Hopefully, just a nice short video, just to brush over what's going on. If anyone wants to follow along with these weekly updates, feel free to. Yeah, any engagement's always welcome. I'll head over to the desktop view. So we just got the basic Arc Raiders page, and we'll jump into the headwinds page first of all. Yeah, just them doing their little blurb. Pretty cool trailer. Had a heap of views first up, so I'm sure a lot of people have already watched it. Yeah, pretty cool trailer. As for solo squads matchmaking, level 40, I've seen the option, haven't tried it out myself. Don't know what kind of reception it's getting because yeah, I've heard some of the bigger streamers just aren't even interested in it, those more PvP heavy kind of people, which I'm not really a PvP person. Don't mind my PvP, can hold my own if I really need to, but yeah, it's not, I'm not at that level where I'm going to be trying to 133 squads, that's for sure. And I don't know why they did this, to be honest. I don't think anyone was really asking for it, but yeah, any comments on ideas on why they would have went that direction? It's a kind of a strange direction for me. Maybe they're just testing the waters with stuff. That level 40 thing, I'm so sure it's to combat the cheaters and those kind of things. They seem to do that with games. Trophy project. I'm on the third step of that, I believe. Um, Starting to get into the bigger stuff that's required from the project. Yeah, like your Bastion cells, Leaper cores, those kind of things, and then your last two steps is Matriarch and your Matriarch and Queen cores, which yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mission for your average player to get to. I feel it's not a bad update. I'd like to see what it's like once it's finished. The rewards are kind of hit and miss in a way, I reckon. A lot of the stuff they're giving out I already have. Just that I am at level 75, hit 5 million last night as well in coin. Expeditions complete. So yeah, it is content just to keep us going for the time being. Bird City, I have been in this mode. When I was in this mode, I was actually farming for other stuff, so haven't really tried it out too much. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos saying that it's quite lucrative, the money you can get out of it, but yeah, I'm sure there's other routes as well that you can earn just as much money, but I haven't actually even picked up one of those color rubber duckies at this stage. What else we got? Headwinds, cosmetics. Yeah, I picked up the Sandwalker set. I ended up buying the deluxe version because I only bought the standard version to start off with Arc Raiders, and yeah, I thought I'd give them that extra bit of money as well because I've been playing this game pretty much non-stop when I can in the evenings. Yeah, I stream most evenings for a couple of hours once the day's done, and yeah, I can get on and try and get a little bit of time in, try and get a little bit of content, trying it all out. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Makes gaming enjoyable again for me. Um, all right, and that's pretty much it for this section of it. I'd advise to yeah watch that trailer if I didn't already say that. Now we've got some patch notes. There's some juicy stuff in here, I believe. Raiders trouble to bring the Rust belt. Yeah, the birds are gathering around the chimneys for what is assuming and nefarious reasons, and to top it all off, Maverick Raiders have been spotted hunting Ark for sport. Hmm. Yeah. Once we were afraid of them, and now it seems like a sport, especially the Queen and the Matriarch, the takedowns that some people are doing. It's you don't even get time to run over there half the time if you get a bad spawn. Yeah, it's funny. I find it pretty amusing. They need to. We'll see changes to that, I believe. What's new? Solo versus squads. I've already kind of said my opinions about that. Yeah, sure, you get to receive extra 20 XP, but I don't think like XP is not that hard to come by, so it's not really a problem. I think there should be maybe more incentives if you were to go that, but I'm sure the people are just jumping in there for the fun of it as well. Trophy display, kind of looked along the lines of that. Long-term project requiring players to hunt increasingly dangerous groups of Arc to submit parts for rewards. Raiders will be able to build up a new display case over 5 different steps, the same as the Candleberry project, and each level will be add a new item to the display case. The reward for completing each step includes blueprints as well as raider tokens, and full completion also brings additional awards, including the Howler mode, a guitar, and 300,000 coins. There is currently no fixed end date, and it will not be impacted by expedition resets. That's pretty good because people would be scrambling to get that done, and it'd kind of be average to have to try and do it again in less than a month's time. I think it is now. But yeah, as for everything they're giving out, if anyone's been playing the game enough, you most probably already have it. The snap hook blueprint's good. That's what you do get out of it. And I think you get a kinetic converter stock, which is that they are pretty rare to come across. Bird City, birds flock and move. Buildings, nests, empty chimneys. We got some reports of them storing shiny trinkets inside some of them. Just make sure to inspect them. The new permanent map condition will be applied to the Buried City map only, which will cycle in and out of rotation weekly. There'll be more bird traps, zip lines on the present maps. Raiders can be expected more combat in and around rooftops, including more flying arc and more players in proximity. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't seen too much with that one at the moment. Been in the mode, but yeah, there wasn't a massive change to it all, really. I wasn't scavenging the chimneys either, or checking the chimneys really at all. Two new types of epic augments. I'm sure, yeah, you've seen the news on those. People are saying they're unique, but also a little underwhelming. And I'd advise to check them out. One of them you can actually store a weapon in a safe spot, which isn't a bad thing, really. 7 new quests. Yeah, I've been through 5 of the 7, I believe it is. I've just got the 2 on Stellar Monsters to complete on that. Um, yeah, same old kind of questing kind of stuff. I don't know what they can do with questing because yeah, or maybe in the coming expeditions revamp the original questing because I don't really want to have to do this all over again every expedition, but it gives us something to do and it is that wipe rotation kind of thing of an extraction shooter server wipes, isn't it? Patch highlights, open parties, the option to set your party to private or to open and embark platform can join you seamlessly. That's a good thing. I coming from playing Apex in the past and stuff like that, people could just yeah kind of join on you and send invites, but it was yeah how whichever way the invite systems went, yeah, it was a bit strange. I felt squad mates to invite other party members as well. Okay, so instead of the as well as the leader. Achievement fixes, Stellamontis Seed Vault, erratic fix. Mouse smoothing option added. I heard about this yesterday, haven't really looked into it yet. I need to actually touch on that to see if it changes anything. Heard people were deleting it in the configs or something because it is a bit of a questionable one. People on keyboard and mouse. Gamepad rebinding. No, I don't know about that. Content and bug fixes, achievements. Fix an issue causing progress towards enemy by enemy achievements. We're not tracked. Fix an issue causing hook, line, and sinker achievement. Okay. I think I still need that one. Um, yeah. Arc obstacles. This is funny because I literally saw a leaper just fall over onto its back last night. It was quite random. I should have clipped it, put it up. It is in last night's stream. Couldn't tell you, maybe about an hour in, but yeah, shredder now properly labeled as scavageable when ping snitch. Issue. Oh, yep. The lure grenade no longer makes a noise after being destroyed. Fix an issue where spotters would follow a player into buildings and get stuck. Okay. When grabbed by a tick, players will now have a brief window of time where you can dodge roll to remove the tick. That's a good quality of life improvement, I think, for a skill set kind of thing. Fix an issue where emotes were missing voice lines in the store and customization preview. I think this is bug. I think they've maybe made a bit of a something here because in game it wasn't always doing the voice line, where it seemed to be more consistent in game or less consistent now than what it was pre this whole update. Fix voice chat cutting in and out, cutting in some cases. Improved chat connection. Yeah, they're all good. I've always struggled to hear people in prox chat and stuff like that. So hopefully we can see some improvements there. Yeah, and more future improvements. General types of containers. Raise chance. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that's happened. Found a volcano when I did my space tower jump and got out with the volcano because I landed the jump. That was a good little video. Um, Slightly lower chance. This is a strange one. Slightly lower chance of finding matriarch and queen unique parts in the armor pieces to make it a bit harder for them to get out without destroying them completely. I did see a clip from Peanut actually. He was like, I hope they're removing it. If they've moved them out of the armor pieces, they've put them all into the centerpiece because there isn't enough when it comes to the scavengers or the seagulls that jump on this shit as soon as it explodes. Yeah, you might be one of the ones that have put in some good work and you come away with nothing half the time. Fix multiple containers across the map where not interactable. Okay, fix the radar hatch timing bug and camera getting stuck while the interaction fails. Okay. Tweak some of the cliffs around there where players would tend to get stuck. Yeah, I hate trying to climb on this stuff. Sometimes you can run or you can jump up a wall, but then yeah, when it comes to trying to jump over a gutter, you can't. Basically, just the elevator shaft collision to prevent players from getting stuck on damp. Yeah, okay. Fix collisions issues inside the pattern house. Okay, fix an issue where players could reach unintended locations in water treatment. What about Generation Hall where you can roll into that um, crate or whatever it is? I got stuck in that. It's very hard to get out. Red City removed an invisible wall and a knock beneath the highway. Moved musical puzzle from Berry City. The guitar is now purchasable from Shanny. Okay, that's fair enough. I think it was a bit too much of a puzzle. Yeah, sure, there was good people were doing it and a crazy effort for people that did get it done, but I wasn't going to try it. Don't have the time for that. The rocks and the grass would float on Spaceport. Yeah, they do it on Bluegate as well. So we'll see. Arc adjusted spawns during bunker. Antennas try to make sure they would spawn directly on top of the antenna. There's some big fixes for Stellar sea vault extraction glitch, allowing people to remain in the extraction point after the hatch is closed. The night raid lighting up had been updated for most lamps to be turned off. Fixed 40 locations on Stellar where players were frequently getting stuck. Fix the bash in Stellar being able to spawn out of bounds and attack players through all. Never came across that. The loot spawn location has been adjusted so items are more evenly distributed throughout the map. The Stellar okay. I haven't been as much as Stellar since the update. Miscellaneous. Various crashes. I think I've had the game crash once on me and I've played a couple hundred hours really. And an option of mouse moving, have to check that out. Added matchmaking delay option for stream sniping mitigation. Okay. Fix the issue that allowed players to play the guitar while using the zip line. That's just fun. Made aim assist consistent across different frame rates. That's good. Fixed an issue with inputs not allowing to register the frame rate above 30. Okay. Issue where one of the macro set variance appeared incorrect in game. Okay. Trinket items not being placeable in trinket slots. I find that all the time. Well, they seem to go to your normal slots. They should prioritize the trinket slots if they're free. But I don't know if they had another issue there. I didn't really come across that. Fixed various clipping issues. Fixed an issue sometimes causing the sun lens flare effects to show up. Even though, yeah, right, okay. Issue where the selected codex entry was not always visible. Fireworks boxes will get set off randomly after deploying RAID. It gets stuck and knocked out. Okay. Fix some graphics settings, resetting during the restart of the game on the PS5. Or yeah, light polish on various maps. Movement. Well, they do have a bit here. Fix an issue where players' movement input would temporarily be unresponsive after having network connection loss. Fix an issue where players would fall off a ladder and attempt to descend shortly after climbing to the top. Fix an issue where players would automatically jump off a ladder while entering, while crouched. Okay. What about coming out of, I don't know if anyone's had it, the looting glitch. You come out of a loot, like looting something, a breachable container, and characters just running around with the arms by the side. You can't really interact with anything. Had that just the other night. And a new tab option, menu allow free rebinding of most key buttons. Okay, cool. Fix the display trigger action plans. PC improve. Okay, make it a bit more obvious. Fix an issue where UI would sometimes display too low latency or too low inventory value in the expedition sign up. Okay. Fix an issue where the weapons are placed in the expedition provided stash slots did not appear in the weapon upgrade screen. Fix an issue. Non-stackable items in the projects donated rewards to trials. Squad mates. New display. I'm just going to start skipping through some of this stuff. Like I said, I wanted to keep this kind of short, and I'm nearly at 20 minutes. Wow. For the user who have Discord links, you could now invite friends to play. Oh, yeah. Through Discord, invite friends through Discord, or join them straight through there. That's pretty good. Good connectivity thing. Fix zipline anchor points, updating positions correctly. Chaining augments in loadouts. Now arrange excessive items in the stash better. Fix an issue where two players using the defibrillator at the same time would revise a down player at full HP. I heard about that one. That's funny. Added additional interactions to the final objective in the groundbreaking quest. Don't even remember it. Anti-cheat. 3 strikes, progressive ban. In this progress of banning implements, bans will be progressed 30 days, 60 days, and a final permaban. Look, I reckon the level of cheats you're running, it should be permaban instantly. If you've exploited or done something like that, an innocent mistake, you would say, or an innocent, yeah, you know what I mean, their stuff up, and we're just having fun with it, that shouldn't be a bannable offense, but any cheaters that are running cheats, hardware ban, like, get them out of there. You're a piece of, you're a POS, really. I'm trying to keep the language simple on here, but yeah, I hate it. Yeah, I don't understand why. Known issues. Solid Squad's matchmaking option currently does not pop up when they become available. Cosmetics acquired through the Raider tokens have not yet been purchased, but may be missing from the customization menu. One of them, yeah, they already talked about. Players may occasionally not receive skill points as indicated in the results screen. A reboot. Yeah, I used to get this. Yeah, you'd basically have to load into another game and then you would get your skill points, but then you'd be halfway through the next level. So you're always getting your skill points like halfway through a level. So that's a good thing they know the issue for, and it should be a fix coming for it soon enough, I guess. And yeah, sorry this one went so long, guys, but that took me a little bit to get through. Future times, I might do more of a pre-read through this stuff and just skip through some stuff, maybe highlight the points that I want to talk about, and let's keep it, yeah, at least under 10 minutes. Sorry, this is stretched out to 20 minutes if anyone has stuck around for it, or yeah, I appreciate anyone that's jumping in, feedback on what I'm doing. Yeah, whatever you guys want, hang around, comment, like and subscribe if you feel like it. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing this as a hobby for myself. It has yeah, been enjoyable, made gaming more enjoyable for myself as well, I should say. Um yeah, just been a bit of fun learning all this stuff, learning OBS, learning it all. But as for that, guys, I will keep it there because yeah, I've just run over 20 minutes now, and I said I was just going to try and keep this clean and short. So yeah, I will leave it unedited still, cut out the starting and the end of this video essentially just to keep it clean. But yeah, I'd like to keep them just raw and how they are. Um coming weeks, almost pre-read through this, highlight the things that I'd like to talk about. If you ever hear me talking about something or like missing something that you'd like to talk about, chuck us a message. I'll be more than happy to address it in a future video or even research it and give my thoughts on it if you want to hear them. But other than that, hope everyone has an amazing weekend and yeah, wherever you are in the world, yeah, have a good day, good evening, or a good night. All the best, everyone. Thank you.